Hi guys, Marco here for We Love Betting. Greetings from Stockholm. I've tried to find a quiet place in nice surroundings to try and deliver this week's video. Show you just what I'm looking at right now. It's 7 PM on Thursday night. Behind me you've got some sort of royal thing going on and in front you've got the harbour, which it's quite nice. I'll try and be quick because the noise probably won't be great when the cars go by, but starting basically feeling quite bullish this week. 11-1 treble up last weekend. Hope you're on. 3 out of 3 winners. Starting in the Championship, Watford against Leeds. Watford, a team I really like this season. I like their summer transfer business of Lloyd Dyer coming in with Tej Vidra, Paredes as well. A lot of very eye-catching signings. Vidra, Deeney stayed, of course, so the Vidra and Deeney partnership, which was so lethal 2 seasons ago, is still there. They're playing Leeds at home this weekend at Vicarage Road, and they're playing to their strengths, which is going forward and scoring goals, which is quite unlike Giuseppe Sinino as we saw in the second half of last season. But hey, it's working at the moment. Put 3 past Bolton on the opening day. Of course, that defeat at Norwich was clouded by the early red card. And then they went away to Rotherham and scored twice in a 2-0 win. Very impressive scoreline for me. Expected it to be quite a tough battle, that game, but they were very impressive, and they're 5-6 with Betfair Sportsbook to score 2 goals or more on Saturday, and that's the bet I'm taking here. I really like Watford going forward, as I've just said. You look at Leeds. Dave Hockaday's in a real difficult position at the moment, isn't he? Billy Sharp, of course, signing was a great coup for them, but beaten 2-0 at home by Brighton in midweek, which sent alarm bells ringing for me, really, because I've got Brighton down as a definite bottom half team this season under Samuel Hyypiä after all the changes they've made. Since Boxing Day, they've played, they've won 7, drawn 4, lost 16 games. That defeat on Tuesday night is going to be a bit of a kick in the teeth. They've conceded at least twice in 2 of their 3 league games now as well. You look at Watford, 2 out of 3 league games, they've scored twice. Last season they were actually the 3rd top goal scorers as well, despite finishing 13th. Scored 39 goals at home, as well as 3 home and away against Leeds last season in the league. It's 5-6 with Betfair Sportsbook. Moving on then to League One, another bet. Swindon scored 2 or more goals against Crewe at 4-5. That's across the board. Swindon, I look at them, and they're playing Crewe, so their opening game they beat Scunthorpe 3-1 at home. Then they went away, lost 1-0 at Crawley, and got a very well-deserved 2-2 draw against Gillingham, late equaliser in midweek. At the county ground, we know that's where they're strong. Swindon won 14 of their 23 games at home last season, beat Crewe 5-0 at home last season. I have my doubts over Mark Cooper, but that partnership of Michael Smith and Andy Williams up front should score goals. And Massimo Luongo in midfield as well is probably too good for League One level still, but still pulling the strings for Swindon, and they're playing well. They're looking good, especially at home. As for Crewe, really got to start worrying for Crewe. Relegation favourites at the start of the season, hammered 5-2 at home by Rochdale in midweek. Lost 12 of their 23 away games last season, and away to the top 10, they won 2, lost 8, conceding 27 goals. Leaked at least twice in all 3 of their games so far against Rochdale, Barnsley and Fleetwood. Have concerns for Crewe, and you've got to take that price on Swindon 4-5 to score 2 goals or more. And finally, rounding off in League Two, it's my first time to get on with AFC Wimbledon. They're even money home to Hartlepool this weekend at home. So impressive last weekend, beating Luton away 1-0. Followed that with an away win at Southend 1-0. There's signs of that partnership between Matt Tubbs and Akinfenwa starting to click, and they should prove quite fruitful this season. Neil Ardley's another manager I like. I think he's quite a shrewd tactician. 7 points from 9. He'll be delighted with that, considering the opposition, Shrewsbury, Luton and Southend. Could have been 9 from 9 if they'd held on against Shrewsbury on the opening day. 2 away clean sheets as well. It just bodes well for a good season for them. Last season at home they failed to score 10 times, lost 8 of those games actually. So Hardley's gone out in this summer and seen that we've not been scoring goals, and not enough goals anyway, and that's the weaknesses, and he's addressed it with Tubbs and Akinfenwa. They should be odds on, in my opinion, to beat Hartlepool this weekend, who lost 11 of their 23 away games last season, only managed 20 goals on the road. They've now lost 10 of the last 12 league games if you go back to last season as well, because they're 3 from 3 defeats this season against Bury, Dagenham and Stevenage. Failed to score in all 3, which of course is a huge concern against the Wimbledon side, who will probably score and probably collect maximum points. So there you have it in under 5 minutes. AFC Wimbledon even money at home to Hartlepool. Swindon to score 2 or more goals at 4-5 across the board v Crewe. And then you've got Watford to score 2 or more goals against Leeds at 5-6 with Betfair Sportsbook. So right, I'm off to enjoy the night in Stockholm. I'll catch you all on the other side. Good luck. See you next week.